This edition and a similar one including just the New Testament were by far the most popular scriptures during World War II. The American Bible Society provided more than 4 million copies for the armed forces. The book included materials such as an identification form, a message from President Roosevelt, hymns, and the national anthem, in addition to the biblical text. A folded sheet inserted in most copies could serve as a reading record and included quotes about the importance of Bible reading by American heroes from Abraham Lincoln to General John J. Pershing. The message from President Roosevelt begins, quote, "As Commander-in-Chief, I take pleasure in commending the reading of the Bible to all who serve in the armed forces of the United States." In February 1943, Frank H. Mann, General Secretary of the American Bible Society, announced that the organization was preparing to distribute, for the first time since its founding in 1816, New Testaments which he hoped no one was going to read. He was referring to scriptures such as these, packaged in water-resistant envelopes and ready to be placed in survival kits on ships and planes. Mann had personally tested different waterproof wrappers by soaking them in aluminum soup kettles in his own office on Park Avenue. The envelopes he selected were made of stout oil paper lined with lead and cellophane. 20,000 waterproof scriptures were marked with the inscription "For lifeboats and rafts." The Korean War erupted on June 15, 1950, and created an increased need for scriptures in both Korea and the United States. The American Bible Society reprinted the Pocket New Testament that had been a great success during World War II, and provided for the armed forces 1,324,755 copies over a period of 3 years. President Roosevelt's message was dropped from these scriptures, but the section including prayers, psalms, hymns, and the national anthem was still printed at the end of Revelation. Military chaplains brought these scriptures to the front line in hospitals and churches, in prisons and in chapels. One Thanksgiving Day, packages containing turkey with all the trimmings, letters from home, and Bibles were dropped from a plane to men at a dozen lonely posts. Early in 2003, the American Bible Society developed a new military Bible in consultation with the Chiefs of the Army, Navy, and Air Force Chaplain Services. This Bible includes additional material designed to address the concerns of military personnel and their families. A section titled "Help in Special Circumstances" includes biblical passages appropriate for situations that may occur during a military campaign, such as celebrating the birth or adoption of a child, experiencing the death of a friend, overcoming profanity, or rejoicing over a promotion. Another section has information about the world religions, the code of conduct for the members of the armed forces of the United States, the law of armed conflict, and the principles of just war. Starting in 2010, the American Bible Society has significantly improved its military Bibles by including the Essential 100, or E100, a Bible reading plan custom-tailored to meet the needs of military service personnel and veterans. The plan highlights 50 passages in both the Old and the New Testament. The first edition of the E100 Bible, with camouflage covers in 4 different colors, one for each branch of the United States Armed Services, was published in 2010. In 2011, it was reissued with a more attractive graphic design. In recent years, the American Bible Society has granted more than 2,200,000 scripture resources to military chaplains. Included in that number are more than 1,500,000 copies of the Bible and the New Testament.